Yes, thank you, Mark. The police call Nicholas McINDOE. Sorry, a bit of a maze.
Mr. McIndoe, before you take a seat, sorry, if you could just stand. Would you like to take the oath or affirmation? No worries, if you could place your hand on the Bible there. Do you swear by Almighty God that the evidence you're about to give regarding the matter now before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. Take a seat. Did you want any water? Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Can you please state your full name for the court?
Nicholas Peter McIndole.
What do you do for work, Mr. McInDoe?
I currently work for a company called Air Centre 1 at Auckland Airport, looking after corporate and private aviation.
What does that entail on a day-to-day generally?
So my position is ramp and flight operations, so moving aircraft, towing aircraft, marshalling aircraft in when they arrive, doing laboratory water servicing on the aircraft. Flight operations side of it is administration based, so doing quotes for aircraft that want to come in, flight following, and we also do VIP concierge, escorts of passengers arriving from overseas.
Forgive my naivety, but does that also entail the people in the high vis with the light up
Yes,
wand-looking things?
that's me.
Slightly sidetracked there. In July last year, 2022, what role did you hold then?
I was a Skygate security coordinator with Auckland International Airport.
And on Saturday, 16 July 2022, at around 9:25, were you working at the airport in that role?
Yes, I was.
What were you doing exactly?
At that time on that day?
Yes.
So at that time I had just commenced a foot patrol, so I was going to walk through the domestic terminal and just look out for any insecurities in the terminal. Just keep an eye, help out any passengers that needed some help.
And did you receive information about a passenger at Jetstar around that time?
Yes, I did.
What was that information?
The information in the initial call that I got was that there was a disruptive passenger at the check-in area, Jetstar domestic terminal, and that came in via radio. We have a radio when we walk around.
And who radioed you about it?
So that was Leo and airport monitoring.
And we've heard there's that sort of an eye in the sky sort of area where colleagues of yours are monitoring cameras and various things.
Correct, yes, that's correct.
And is that the first sort of point of call? Someone may make a call to report someone or something for you to then respond to in your role?
Yes, I mean, yeah, if we don't see it ourselves, then yeah, generally that's the security number that people are given, airport stakeholders and customers are given to report any suspicious activity or disruptive activity, anything like that.
And did you then in fact go to the Jetstar area of the domestic terminal?
Yes, I did.
And what did you do when you arrived there?
So when I initially arrived there, I saw a male. From what I could see, he was talking to the Jetstar check-in girl, and from what I could see, looked to me, because he had his phone up like this, that he was filming her.
By Jetstar check-in girl, do you mean an employee of?
Employee of Jetstar, yes.
And sorry, I interrupted you. You said something about his phone.
So the male was holding his phone in her face like this. So I just took from that he was filming or voice recording their conversation that was going on. His voice was quite loud, so you could tell there was a bit of a situation going on.
And did you speak to that male?
Yes, I did.
And what did you say?
Just initially asked if he could please put his phone away.
And what did he say in response?
He said, am I not allowed to be filming?
And what did you say to that?
I said no.
And then what happened in terms of your interactions with him?
So in all honesty, initially my first thing was I felt sorry for the GSR employee. So my initial concern was just to move the gentleman away from her. And so I just initially asked if, we could step over this way out of the main public area and just have a chat about what was going on. I just wanted to get a feel for what the actual issue was, what was going on, and so I could then proceed to help in any way that I could.
And how did he respond? Did you request him to move away from his
Yeah. Yes.
And how did he respond?
So initially he wanted me to move his bags away to the over to the side where I said let's go over here, which I declined to do because I felt as though that was a security breach to do that, and then basically saying he didn't want to talk to me, didn't need to talk to me.
How would you describe him at this point interacting with you?
It was very intimidating. By that stage he turned his phone to me and was filming me.
I'll just ask Madam Registrar if we can play the footage. We'll just show you some footage from that day. Madam Registrar, it probably started around 3 minutes 30. It'll be on the screen behind you. Behind me over here. You should be able to see.
Right, this lady here, this... obviously doesn't want to help me. I will wait till tomorrow.
Next one, please.
Yeah. Yep, that's me. Sorry.
And your ID?
Excuse me.
Just give me an ID, please. Give me an ID.
Excuse me. What's that?
Just give me an ID.
You're going to be world famous, trust me.
Do you recognise yourself in the picture?
Okay, John Eric, Wayne bodybuilder.
And just walking in from the
You're
left-hand
going to be a
side,
superstar.
the fluoro jacket.
Am I not allowed?
What's the problem?
I'm not allowed to take a photo in a public
Is that you
place.
there on the right?
Can you remove your mask so I can see your face? So I can make you famous?
What's the problem?
The problem is they cancelled my flight. I've organised this for 6 months. Can you do anything for me or I don't need to talk to you?
Leave your bag.
Yep.
Can we step over here?
Well, can you move it for me? Because I'm holding my phone recording you.
Leave your bag.
And you are, I don't need to talk to you. Remove your mask and say your name. Remove your mask and say your name. You say I couldn't record? Am I not allowed to record? Am I breaking the law?
Contract 35. Can we get
Contract 325, can you please send emergency backup for Mr. Can I look at your ID?
So, what's the problem? We've cancelled your flight.
Oh no, you said I couldn't record. Now let's go through the law saying I can't record in a public place, right? Let's sort that issue out first, yeah? Because I tell you what, I'm going to make you famous in New Zealand, mate. LZZ Eats, John Eric, New Wayne bodybuilder.
Excellent. Well, I'm here to help you.
No, you're not. You try to remove me and my bags.
I don't know what to talk to you over here.
I was waiting. That lady was going to help serve me, right? Now, show me your ID, because I'm going to make you famous, Mr. Big Man. Like that other man wants to open his mouth, yeah? Yeah. Okay, now show me.
So at this point, what's your objective here, or what are you trying to do at this point in the interaction?
So, even though we were a security outfit, we were there to help people. Didn't want to aggravate anything, so just trying to ask why, what the problem was, and see if there was anything that I could do to help. And then, if we got that far, then I could go back to Judicial and say, look, what can we do to help this customer out?
And how did you feel here while the footage continues, if you can recall, but we will watch it shortly, when he appears to be quite close to you there?
Yes, and my back's to the wall, so I had nowhere to go.
How did you feel during that interaction?
Pretty intimidated.
Thank you, Member Sharpers. Play from there.
Yeah. Honestly, you don't? Okay, so who are you then? Member of the public?
I'm airport security.
Airport security. Show me your ID.
And I've been told you before.
No. Show me your ID. No, I'm not. I'm trying to get down to Queenstown. Okay, they can lie and say I'm doing whatever. Yeah? I'm not hassling them. I need to get down to Queenstown. Okay? You don't know the issue. So next time you want to butt your nose in, got me? You feel me? You understand me? No, you're not. No, you're not. You're trying to remove me.
I wasn't. I just want to come over here.
Now show me your ID, because I'm not going to touch you. Show me your ID.
I'm not showing you my ID.
Well, so you're not a police officer? You're not so what are you, a security guard?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Security guard, are you? Well, you know what? You ain't got shit, mate. Honestly, you look at this and you look at the law. You think I don't know the law?
All I'm here to do is help you.
No, you're not. You're here to try and remove me, mate. Okay? Yes, you are. And I'd like to see you try. I'd like to see you try.
I'm not trying to remove you.
Okay, well, I'm going back there. Stay away from me. Okay, when the cops come, I'll address them as well. Do not ever tell me I cannot film in public. Okay, you will be welcome. Let me show your face. Come on, just a little bit.
No, I'm following COVID procedure.
Just a little bit. You're following COVID procedure. Oh, is that right? Or you're just scared now? Yeah? Show your face so you can be famous. Yeah? Well, see you later. Have a good day. Bye. Now back to this lady over here.
Sorry, I just need a
Sorry.
verbal answer.
Yes, a little bit scared.
Thank you, Member Shaw.
Today is
I'll come see you.
so can we
Sorry. Can we give me 2 hours?
today? I'm not taking just that. So how about I send him?
Why not? I'm a Jetstar member.
Do you have business cards or anything else? No business card. It's just domestic.
Jesus, it's
Who
gonna
are
be
you talking to there in the blue down the bottom? Sorry, it's just zoomed out. Can you
I don't recall the conversation, but that gentleman is one of the airport customer service team.
And did you speak to the eye in the sky, sorry, the Miss Savinia again, after she dispatched you here?
The only other time I spoke to them was initially further back, when just after he saw me on the radio just after I'd asked if we could step over this way.
Yes.
And that was at the time, I just asked for police at that time.
You requested police to?
At that time, yes.
And following this interaction we've just viewed, did you interact with the male again?
There was a little short interaction later on. I think it's in the video from what I remember. He sort of turned around and said, "Oh, this guy's still standing here." And that was about it.
And did police arrive?
Yes.
And did you observe them arriving and interacting with the male?
So they initially approached me just to, again, get a bit of a handover and get my vision of what was going on. And then, they approached the male.
And what did they do after approaching the male?
So initially the female police officer asked the male to put his phone away. And it was at that point that I saw some verbal interaction going on, and then the female officer asked me to start running out a trespass notice for the male. And again, they moved him over to the side where I was as well, just to keep him away from the public area. And yeah, male became quite argumentative with the police, at which stage, again, trying to get their IDs and badge numbers and all that, filming them, at which stage the female officer proceeded to handcuff male.
And how did the male respond to the handcuffs?
Basically kept arguing that he knew his rights and they had no right to arrest him, had no right to trespass him, and I was resisting, struggling to get the handcuffs on.
And sorry to backtrack, you said that the female officer asked you to fill out a trespass, did you say notice or form or?
Trespass notice, we call them. Yeah.
Okay, and did you do that?
Yes, I did, yeah.
Where did you have to go get that, or is that on you, or how does that? Where is that, or how does
Yeah, so again, I left it in the car when I initially arrived at the domestic terminal. Obviously I didn't expect to be, I just expected to be doing a normal foot patrol through the terminal. But
So when you say normal foot patrol, would issuing trespass notices not be part of a normal foot patrol typically?
typically not, no.
And so did you go and get the
I went and got it when asked by the police, yeah. Yeah.
And what did you do with that notice?
From what I remember, I gave it to the police to issue, to hand over.
I'm so sorry, I've just jumped about a bit there, but so the police arrive and you talk about them handcuffing him, and then what did you observe from there?
It was just a struggle, basically. Male kept, responding, got no right to do this. At one stage, another female member of the public came over, who I learned later was male's wife. He handed the phone to her and said, "Please keep filming. This is what New Zealand police do." And the arrest actually ended up outside on the forecourt of the terminal, where the struggle continued.
And were you out there as well?
I was out there as well, yes.
Were you assisting, or were you observing, or what was your role at this point?
I was observing. I did ask my colleague Andrew if it was appropriate for us to intervene. He said no.
Why did you ask that, or what prompted you to ask that? Was that at a certain point?
The police just appeared to be struggling so much to get the other handcuff on. I guess also I was scared what could happen if the male was able to break loose at any stage or get away.
And we just saw in the footage the male talking to you about the mask you were wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just tell us, well, I guess it's probably straightforward as to why you were wearing it, but I guess why you didn't comply, why you didn't remove it, and how you felt at that point.
I mean, okay, we went through so many lockdowns, I can't remember exactly where we were in the COVID triangle at that time in terms of requirements, but pretty sure from memory we were supposed to be wearing masks in public places at the time. But so about, number one, COVID concern, but as I said, when I first entered the situation, my concern was for the Jetstar staff member, and what has she done to deserve being filmed and put up on YouTube. And I guess by the end of it, that was my concern too for myself, for my own safety. Why should I be on YouTube? What have I done? I didn't say they could put me on YouTube. Didn't know who could see this, the consequences for me down the line if this got into the wrong hands and things like that. My own safety, my family's safety.
Thank you. No further questions, John.